Yes, indeed. This is the Gospel Party Harlem Lanes Radio.com. I'm getting it in, y'all. I'm getting it in, y'all.
We working out.
I'm getting it in, y'all. Here we go. We feeling good, of course.
We are.
We feeling good.
We got our Magic Jack back up.
We got Magic Jack back up. Our call-in live is
our callers. We've been off the chain tonight.
Easy for
caller after caller. Look at you. The kids gonna be like, Dad.
Yeah, that's what they usually do. He is so corny. No. But we got to call in, and we are with our girl.
Yes,
lLisa,
finally.
Eddie Rimpson.
The crowd goes wild.
She's the author of The Gift, a collection of short stories and poems. lLisa, Eddie Rimpson, what's going on?
Oh my goodness. It seems like, gosh, has it been like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Without you guys? Oh my God. I feel like I missed a lot.
Yeah. We feel the same way.
See, I was away at the conference.
Okay.
The Breast Cancer Survivors Conference. So that was awesome. Got to see my family and some friends and got a chance to minister to a lot of women who are just stormtroopers for me, survivors.
That's what
the real sheroes.
That's the way we do it. That's the way you do it. lLisa, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
And I see you all are snacking right.
We are. Yeah. So
my goodness, y'all are really serious about this health thing, and I love it.
We are. Absolutely. You know, we were talking a bunch of crap, and we still talking mess to each other.
I got to put on my mask.
He got to put his mask back on.
lLisa, I'm the superhero of losing weight.
He keeps calling himself the superhero, but I keep saying you just hiding because you're going to be afraid when you see how much weight I done came down off of.
Well, but that's just making me motivate because now I know that you are capable.
Oh, I'm capable. I'm more than capable.
It makes me want to, okay.
And you know what? It
pull out the tricks.
It's hard for women. We got a lot going on. We have things that reoccur, and we have a different type of metabolism, and so I'm fighting this battle of the bulge, but I'm also fighting, the enemy, the sin of greed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm fighting that demon of greed, I should say. We got to call it like it is.
Right.
And I fought myself. I take full responsibility for every pound that is on my body.
Right.
I can't say it's baby fat no more because my children are older now.
Okay,
it's
that
totally
away.
Absolutely. It is my fault that I'm in this situation. That I can't walk up a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing. That is my fault. So I take full accountability and responsibility for that, and I take full responsibility for winning The Biggest Loser. Thank you so much.
Hey, I same thing. Because I was. Well, after I ate those, now we also telling our failure. So after I ate those 2 Big Macs, lLisa, I felt bad, but I said I'm going to do something about this. So I started running.
Immediately.
I got out the car, started running. I only lasted for like maybe 5 minutes. And
5 minutes?
I realized you are in bad shape, my brother.
Yeah.
But I did. I walked another 30 minutes.
Okay.
To help, some of that stuff. But at least I went to bed with my metabolism working.
Yeah, absolutely. So tonight's show, lLisa, we want to talk about your topic in just a moment, but we want to just let you all and the people just know, as a recap, that again we are doing the Biggest Loser contest. But today we're also talking about failures and how important it is to discuss failures and to get it out and to let people know that we're humans. We may fail along the way. Some person may start this whole challenge with us and never fail, but there's so many of us out there that we fail and we give up. One little thing, one Heath bar causes you to just say, oh, I ate a Heath bar, I'm not going to do this anymore. Or you had your Big Macs the other day, I'm not going to do it anymore. Or we sneak these little, Snickers. And like I had these little snack bars.
I had Snickers.
And I had a little snack Twix, Tootsie Roll.
But we want to let people know that there is failure, and that has to be part of the plan.
Right.
Failure has to be part of the plan.
Tonight, boy, y'all confessing it all.
We are. We put it out there.
Because we want to win.
It's actually, before we get to your specific topic, it's time for the big reveal.
What's the big reveal?
We have to tell on live air how much we weigh.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
so
go ahead.
Y'all brave.
We about to do it.
Give me your starting weight. Give me your starting weight.
My starting morning weight, no food.
No. When you first started, when you first weighed in.
When I first weighed in.
What was your weight?
I didn't bring it with me. So my first start in weight, I think I was 226.
228.
I don't remember. 228. I was 228.6. Because you were opposite.
Right.
I was 228.6.
Right.
So you were
I was 282.
282, right? I was 280. I was 226.
228, and I was 282.
Okay, so I started at 228.
228.
And then I went to 223.2.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that's my start right there. So I can't go under 223.2. I got to get under that.
Right. Now mine was 282. I'm a big boy.
You're a big boy. That's okay.
But now my weight is down to 276.
276. Okay.
276.
All right, and we are keeping track of this. We do have a ledger. We just don't have it in front of us, but we are keeping track of it.
I got mine on my cell phone, so that's why I know the numbers. But what we've been doing also to lose the weight is been drinking water.
Yes, lots of water.
I haven't really changed my diet as much. I'm trying to eat healthy food, trying to stay away from the cookies, because I had 2 games I was working. I was working like 14 hours a day.
Sure, right.
I was at Ralph Wilson Stadium.
Busy.
So I was walking while I'm working.
Okay.
And I'm up and I'm working.
Sure.
We had a lot of deli sandwiches.
Okay.
But we also had cookies.
Wow.
We had
cookies.
Snickers, Kit Kat.
And see, with the sandwiches, you got to remember, no mayonnaise, use mustard.
Okay. Well, I don't think I had
lettuce,
mayonnaise on mine.
Half a piece of bread.
Now,
half a sandwich.
I was right, and I did that, but throughout the course of the day, I think I ate the small sandwiches.
Okay.
Maybe like 3 of those.
Okay. Well, you're a man, so you're going to eat.
Right,
but like you were saying also that you have to eat, but you got to work out with it. Use food for fuel, not for fun.
Well, of course, drinking water, lots of we had water. So instead of drinking the pop, and instead of eating all the cookies like I normally do, and all the donuts, and drinking all the pop, I drank the water.
Okay.
I did have about 6 cookies throughout the day. I'm
that's
not
okay.
gonna lie.
I had 3 peanut butter cookies right after dinner tonight.
I'm not gonna lie, because normally I would have had like maybe throughout the whole day.
You'd ate half the row.
Yeah, I would have had at least 12. At least 12.
Exactly.
At least 12.
Progress is what we're talking about.
And by me eating those cookies, that made me okay. I would normally sit down because I run the audio board in the truck. I was standing up.
Okay.
Because you ate those cookies, now you got to do something about it.
But you know what, though? I find that our mentality is working now. I'm much more conscientious.
Right.
And that's what I'm hearing
what's
now.
going in your body.
You're conscientious now about what you're eating and what your weight is going to be. So, on that note, Lisa, we want to divert over to you.
Go ahead,
and we
Lisa.
really want to get to you, Lisa, and find out what is your topic, because it's been so long that we've actually talked to you. Get into it, Lisa.
Well, I am not counting cookies over here. So.
All right.
But we will talk a little bit along the lines of accountability, but I was just going to talk about who do you need and who needs you. At this point in your life, who do you need and who needs you? This could almost piggyback on what we talked about a couple of weeks ago about our Fab Five.
You know I still got the list.
I know, right? It seems like it's so relatable in everything that you do, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I gotta take off the mask now.
3 and 4 tells us each of you should look not only to your own interests, but also to the interests of others. So it's no longer all about you when you're in this Christ thing. It's about your brother. So am I my brother's keeper?
No.
Yes. You are your brother's keeper. So we can do this in line with what you guys are doing as accountability partners to one another in the health segment, but also on the spiritual side, who do you need and who needs you? So the Bible tells us do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourself.
So you know what? I feel like you always do that, Lisa.
Get him, Lisa.
You always do that. I was really into this.
She's so spiritual.
I know. I was really into this competition thing. Like, I'm a crush Cheryl. I'm a crusher.
But I
gotta.
Well, I told you.
I gotta think of her highly as my. Look at you looking all innocent too.
Like I didn't do it.
Oh my. Okay.
You can't hate me.
I'm hoping that
you
you
have
do
to help me. You
just pouring it on, Lisa. Oh,
you gotta help me through this thing. You know, he brought me coffee tonight, and I appreciate that. But I brought him grapes.
She did. She bought grapes, water, all the right stuff. So I got to give it to you.
All right, high five. But kudos for thinking about
this.
Me too. That's okay. I love the coffee. Okay. But go ahead, Lisa. Though just that whole accountability piece.
I mean, the world teaches us it's me, myself, and I. Look out for yourself. I got it. I got mine. You got to get yours. Right. And the spiritual side says to look out for your brothers. Esteem others higher than yourself. Right. So. we can get so caught up and distracted with our own world and our own issues and our own problems that we forget to notice the people that are around us that are hurting, that are waiting, they're seeking something from us, they're waiting for us to pour into them or even to just notice them. So the question is, who do you need and who needs you?
Wow.
Most of us, if we're too caught up in our own stuff, or for most of the men, it's a pride thing. They don't always ask, or they don't always say, hey, I need some help.
Because he said you over here beating them up.
They think they have it all together, or they've been raised to think or act as though they have it all. And if you ask, then you're viewed as weak, you know,
right.
Or you're lacking in some way. So we are our brother's keeper. So there's somebody around you who needs you, and then it may be us who need somebody. We are not an island all to ourselves.
Amen.
We are our brother's keeper.
Amen. I thank God because we also had a phone call, Nikki Turner, which is one of our sisters in Christ that Evangelist Turner that we go to church, and she's also inspiring us because she's doing it. I mean, she's not doing it hard like us, but she is, because she's watching what she's eating.
Yeah, she's been walking since
Yeah,
this
she's
summer
walking.
with me.
She take the Zumba classes, so she's actually encouraging us as we go through.
And I think that we sparked something in her, because initially over the summer it was so funny because I just out the blue one day I just went over to her house, and I never pop up at people's house. I went to her house and I called first, obviously, and I just say, hey, if you're not doing anything, come outside. I'm out here. I'm about to go walk. She came outside, and from that day we haven't stopped.
Wow.
We've been kind of up and down.
Oh, so you guys been working together?
Yeah, Nikki and
Awesome.
Evangelist Turner and I have been working over the summer.
She's on Team Cheryl. She's on Team Cheryl. I get it now. I get it. Okay.
But
I better get me somebody now.
Yeah, you gotta get your walking partners. Too bad you're not a girl. You can walk with us, but gotta shun the very appearance evil, so you can't walk with us.
Well, two girls I could.
Well, I don't know. Then that might
really
have some conversation.
Let me take
you
my
can't
mask
walk
off.
with us, Willie.
I can't even walk with you.
We love you, friend, but you can't walk with us
say,
because
he's
doing too much,
He's doing too much.
But in that whole spirit of accountability, though, Lisa, you bring up a very valid point. Who needs us and who do we need? So, for example, talking about this subject matter that, you being a man, me being a woman. So we need each other, but we have to also watch how we need each other and be careful about how we present that to other people, because we're friends, but we're friends because my husband is your friend and approves of the fact that we're friends as a family entity. You know what I'm saying? This isn't something like, oh, I'm just your friend and my husband knows nothing about you.
That's correct.
We're friends as a group.
That's correct.
Lisa is part of this friendship as a group. We're all in this thing together. And even though, we may not be able to go walking together, we can spiritually motivate one another.
And we do.
And
that's why I'm really on my
you on your P's and Q's over there? That's what they call it.
I'm on my grind.
You're on your grind.
Because it's like, I can't let someone beat me.
We're encouraging one another, And I think that this is such a fun competition. It's in a spirit of fun, but the bottom line is there's a real goal. And that goal is, how are we going to run the gospel party and we getting bigger and bigger and bigger? Soon, I'm not going to be able to sit on the couch. You ain't going to be able to sit on the couch. The only one going to be on the couch is Big Dapper Don, because he's the only one that's probably slimming up.
And that's another reason, too, because he's coming back soon.
He'll be back
so
soon.
So we know he's going to be cock diesel.
Right. And we ain't trying to be looking like the Michelin men up here next to him.
We ain't trying to be, he's up here, looking nice and
buff, and we looking all,
and we looking
with
like
two
roly-polies,
And let me be clear. There's no disrespect towards anyone who may be overweight, because exactly. I know we big heavy people over here, but some people may be offended by talk about being obese, because that's one of my diagnoses as far as my doctor is concerned. That's the only thing he's got down on my chart, that I'm obese.
Wow.
And that's funny, because in our African American community, one of the things that I've studied is that we don't accept that terminology, because we don't feel that this size is obese.
We don't.
We feel that this size is called voluptuous or attractive.
We do.
You know what I'm saying,
well, we
Lisa?
do. Even the men.
Yeah.
Men like I want a thick woman,
there.
But that thickness has to be proportionate to that individual.
At least healthy.
You need to be at a healthy weight. Absolutely.
Or healthy.
Right. You need to be healthy with what you're doing. Absolutely.
You can have some.
You can have some weight to yourself. Right. He'll be happy when he gets home.
Okay,
I'll keep it together.
All right.
You're looking out for your brother. I get it. Right. So, Lisa, what sparked this conversation? What made you come up with this topic tonight?
Probably me.
Because I think that, no, because I just think that everybody is so caught up in their own lives that we don't take the time to look around or survey our surroundings. We don't notice anymore. If everybody's walking, looking down in their phones, whether they're driving in their phones, they're updating Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on Instagram, Snapchat, and everything else, cat, dog, chat, everything. But we have just unplugged from one another. We have totally unplugged. We've lost that human side. Like we don't agree. We don't look around. We don't see danger anymore. We don't look out for one another anymore. And so it's like, who do you need and who needs you? When you're in public, do you honestly give a person your undivided attention when you say hello to them? Do you look them in the eye? Do you give them a time to respond? Do you listen for their answer, wait for their answer before you're back on your phone? Or are you going, and you're nodding for them to hurry up, or you're rushing them? You're right back on your phone. And everybody, there are so many hurting people in the world, even if they don't come out and tell you. There are people that are hurting. They're suffering in some type of way, whether it's spiritually, financially, socially. They are suffering in some manner, and we're too busy. And oftentimes we're busy not doing anything important. We're just busy to be busy. It's a distraction.
Hey, Lisa, here's one of the joys I've discovered, and you're right on with that. I work part-time at a shoe store now. You know, one of the joys I get is when people come in, it's part of the job too, but it's become a joy. People come in, how you doing? That's the first thing. I salute them. How you doing? I look in their eyes, and you be surprised. Like, after they come in the store, then I'll come back, and I'll look at them, and I'll smile. I might say a joke. And the smile, I mean, they'll be approaching me with a serious look or not even looking at me. And then I'll say something, give them eye contact and smile at them and try to, at least get their attention. And you should see the smile that comes over his face. It's almost like they're saying, somebody knows that I'm alive. Somebody knows that I'm here. And you are right on, because most of us go through that, just not looking at people. But I found it a joy now to do that, and I actually like my job because of that. I'm able to look in their eyes, human contact. I'm able to look in their eyes and try to get their attention, or at least letting them know, I see you.
I value you. You're here. I recognize you.
Right.
And a lot of times people don't get that at home.
For you,
And it's amazing. You can go into a shoe store and probably get more love than from your own family.
Right,
but you may be that only person that actually recognized them as a human being and really gave them some validation that you exist. I recognize you. And you never know. A kind word can stop somebody from jumping off the ledge. You don't never know. That could be a father walking in the store to buy his son a pair of shoes, and on his way after dropping off the shoes about to jump off a bridge. You don't know where people are.
Or kill his whole family.
How many times do we see on the news where there are people who are well-to-do? They appear to be financially stable. They live in these big, beautiful homes, and you find out, father kills his 3 children, his wife, and himself. And you really and truly don't know the real reason. We can look and say it looked like it was financial problems, but you really just don't know what people are going through. And Lisa, what you bring to my mind is, as Christians, when we walk into our churches, do we walk into our churches blindly, just going to find our usual seat, having to sit down and waiting for the pastor to give us a word for ourselves, and then packing up our children and our purses and rushing on out the building? Now, I'm not telling people to stay around and, stick and stay for gossip, but are we in tune with the people that are in the church? Are we recognizing that people need to hear a word from God, but they also need a handshake? They also need to have a smile. And I get it. Nowadays, we have to be careful about, our hand washing and cleanliness. So maybe you don't necessarily shake their hand, but acknowledging the person.